lecture we discussed about the types of crops. In the second lecture we discussed about preparation of soil and sowing. Now after sowing, we know that when we are growing the seeds or the crop plants, we know that now after growing they need a lot of nutrients, right? And from where they will get the nutrients? They will get the nutrients from the soil only. So if we are growing the crops again and again, then these nutrients will be finished. So we have to replenish them. How we can replenish them? So these nutrients can be replenished by using manure and fertilizers. So today we are going to discuss about manures and fertilizers. So first of all we will talk about manure. Manure, it's very commonly used. So it's a natural fertilizer, right? Manure is a natural fertilizer. It is the form made by the decomposition of the waste material from the human beings, vegetable waste and animal waste. So these all are put in a ditch and then leave for some time, and then it will later on converted into the manure by the action of the decomposers. So the decomposition is carried by some microorganisms. So this decomposed manure can be used in the fields. But we know that manure is very common. And it's organic. So it contains various mixture of various elements along with a lot of humus. Because manure cannot provide the specific nutrients. It will provide all the nutrients whatever it will have along with the humus. So that is why manure is not so beneficial if we need a specific nutrient. In case it also improves the soil fertility, along with it is providing the humus also. It also helps in improving the texture of the soil, we can say, because it's providing humus. Along with the humus, so texture will also be improved. But we know that manure is very bulky and voluminous. Bulky and voluminous means heavy and voluminous. So it's very difficult and it needs a lot of practice to store and transport, right? And secondly, it is not providing the specific nutrients, as I told you, dear children. So due to this, it is replaced by fertilizer. So fertilizer, chemical fertilizers that we know. So chemical fertilizer, we know that manures are not able to supply the specific nutrients. So for that matter, we need some specific substance which can provide these kind of specific nutrients. So that is fertilizer. The fertilizer is a salt or an organic compound. It's a salt or an. Salt means because it is used for the specific, and organic compound. Right? And its specialty is that it can provide the specific nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Right? So it can provide the specific nutrients if it is required by a particular field. So this fertilizer can be used to provide this. And moreover, it can easily dissolve in water. Right? It can easily dissolve in water. Due to that property, it's easily absorbed by the soil. So if it is easily absorbed, then it can be easily taken up by the roots and then to the plants. Secondly, it can be stored. It's a salt, so it's very easy to store. It's stored in the bags, small bags, but it should be airtight containers, because it's just dry up the moisture. That's why it is used, it is usually stored in the airtight containers. right? But excess use of fertilizer, I would say, and everybody knows that it's not useful, because sometimes excess use of this creates the water pollution. These are the harmful effects of this, and sometimes it changes or it affects the fertility of the soil also. That's why we should not use these fertilizer in excess. I'm not saying that we should not use, but we should not use in excess. So the most important thing we can discuss out the difference between manure and fertilizer. So manure and fertilizer. If we talk about the first difference, we know that it's a natural substance. Natural substance obtained by the decomposition of the animal waste or anything else. And then it's a salt. Right? And salt, along with that, I told you one more thing. Salt or an organic compound. Right? Natural substance and salt or organic compound. Okay. Secondly, we can say manure. Manure is not very rich in the essential plant nutrients. Not very rich in the essential plant nutrients. But dear children, as I told you that fertilizers, they are very rich in the plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. These are very rich in essential plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Right? It can be written as NPK. Right? On the other side, in the next point, it provides humus. It provides humus to the soil. It does not provide humus. Very important. Humus is also very helpful. And then next point is, it is easily absorbed. It is slowly absorbed by the plants. As I told you that fertilizers can easily dissolve in water, so that's why it can be easily absorbed by the plants. Whereas for manure, it is not easily available, absorbable. So what we can say? Not easily, or we can say it is not. It cannot be easily absorbed by the plants. Be easily absorbed by the plants. Whereas it can be easily absorbed. Easily absorbed by the plants. Because it is soluble in water, that's why it is easily absorbed, whereas it is not. Then for point number 5, it is prepared in fields itself. You know that farmers dig a pit and then adding the animal waste, human waste, in that they can leave it for some time, right? Then sometime means months, not a day or not hours. So it is prepared in fields and it is prepared in factories. It is prepared in factories. So these are the 5 common differences on the behalf of which you can distinguish between manure and fertilizer. So we know that manure is much better than fertilizer in a specific way, like it provides humus to the soil, right? It is a number of useful microbes also, because manure is natural. It improves the textures of the soil. So these are the advantages of manure over fertilizer. And one more best thing, like if we are not using manure and fertilizers, so one more thing we can do, that if we can leave the field shallow, there will be no cropping for 1 year, then automatically these nutrients will be replenished in the soil from the atmosphere, from the decomposers, from the leguminous plants. So these can be replenished. And apart from this, one more method you can use, that is crop rotation. Crop rotation is used when we are growing same kind of crop again and again in the field. So what will happen? It will use the specific nutrient again and again. So at one time the nutrients will be finished. There will be no nutrient, that specific nutrient which is required by that crop to grow. So what will happen then? So no crop, the soil will become infertile. It's very it's not useful, it's not advantageous for that. Then how we can do this? How we can resolve it? So the best method is crop rotation. In this kind of method, what we can do, that once in the season we are using one time one crop, then after that we can change it. How? Like you can take the example of maize. Maize, cereal crop, maize crop. Then what will happen? It will use a specific nutrient, that is nitrogen from the soil. Okay, let it use, right? Then after harvesting, we will not grow again the same any cereal crop or the maize or anything else. We will use the leguminous plants like pulses, right? Peas. So pulses we can grow. So what will happen? These pulses will replenish the nitrogen in the soil with the help of root nodules. We know that, and the decomposers present in the soil will replenish the nitrogen during that, when it will be there in the field for that season. So the nitrogen will be replenished, and then after harvesting it, you can again use that same crop for the maize as it was used earlier, right? So in this way, dear children, we can replenish with the help of crop rotation. So if the question comes like, if again and again we are using same crop, so is it good or not? Give reason for your answer. So you can give reason with the help of example like cereal crops and leguminous plants, and then how they are replenishing the specific nutrient. As I have taken the example of nitrogen in case of maize. You can use any other example and then you can explain this answer also, right? So that is all for day 3, that is about manure and fertilizer. Thank you very much for watching.